基本的に我が国は自由な発想を保障するものであり、発言の自由も認めるし、職業選択の自由も認めるものである。ただし、その発言や行動には責任が伴うけどね。それを踏まえた上で、我が国に興味を持ってくれたなら、今言った俺の言葉をぜひとも検討してみてくれ。今後とも我が国では様々な催しを開催する予定だ。今日から始まるテンペスト開国祭もその第一弾として企画したものである。
それではテンペスト開国祭、ぜひとも楽しんで。
What's going on, fam? Okay, today we had episode number 19 of Slime season number 3. This episode harpened the new, I think kind of like I would say like the new beginning essentially of the season, where the opening song or the opening video, the opening, the OP changed this season. Very vibrant, very cute, very animated, very animation style. And I think this kind of harpens kind of like a beginning to, the festival is now beginning. Rimuru has kind of like announced to all the different nations. He's kind of set the boundaries. He's kind of set the stage. He's kind of set like, hey, if you're a merchant here, if you're a person, if you're a statesman interested in our country there, if you're somebody interested at combating us, just kind of know here's where I stand. And not only did he kind of like level the playing field for everybody who was invited, he's kind of setting the stage for what's to come. And then he's kind of like talking directly to a lot of the future villains. There's some people like, like Yuki and a little blonde hair girl who, were invited and are in the stands and are in the audience. And he's kind of talking directly to them about kind of like everything that's going to be happening here, kind of like going forward. So overall, I think episode 19, although not a whole lot happened necessarily, it was definitely an episode where we were out there and we were setting the stage for what's coming and what Rimuru is kind of bringing, what Tempest is bringing, and kind of what we can expect. Now, overall, the episode was really good. We got to see the queen of the Thalion, the elf queen, essentially. I like her relationship, including the relationship that she has with the Dworgans, with the King Dworgan. I like that, relationship that they have there. I like that he called her a hag and she was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that was really, really good. Overall, like just the ambiance, the stage, from making sushi to sharing food to Shuna having her big momentous moment of kind of explaining the importance of food and how that relates back to the nations and the different things that each nation brings, and how Rimuru this whole time keeps getting schooled. He keeps having those Eins Ulgon moments where he kind of like sets forth something, but then it really means something deeper to everybody else, but to him it's very surface level. And that misconstruing of information keeps coming back to him. He's like, oh yeah, like that makes sense. Like, oh, I didn't mean that, but that sounds good though. So he keeps having those Eins Ulgon moments, and I definitely really enjoy seeing them here. One of those moments, again, like I said, was with Shuna as she was kind of explaining the food and how things worked and how the harmonious nature of each food being connected with each other. Like, I like how she was able to tie that in back to what Rimuru was trying to accomplish, and that made a big momentous moment during, the food and the food exchange and everything else. So I thought that was a really, really cool thing to see. But, again, going back into the episode, not a whole lot happened this episode. And I think one of the main things that we keep kind of talking about as we break down each of these episodes, and I think for this one specifically, as we continue to have, what is it? I think there's 25 episodes, 24, 25 episodes. So as we continue to have, 5 or 6 more episodes, left this season, I think one of the things that we kind of keep kind of talking about is what's in it, but what's here for everybody who is really, really invested into the show, and maybe this season isn't what they wanted out of it. So it looks like this looks like this is just, this is gonna have 24, 25 episodes. So we're gonna have more of this season, but it's like for the folks who want more action, for the folks who want more things to happen. First off, I don't think that you're in episode 19, but, for those folks, it's like, okay, what's going to be that next moment here when shit hits the fan? I don't think we're going to get there this season. I think that'll be like a season 4 type deal. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong or what you guys think in the comments below. But I think that's going to be a next season ordeal type thing. I don't think we're going to see big momentous things happen. I think we'll continue to see kind of the bringing of the nations. I think we'll continue to see what deal the fairy queen's gonna concoct with Rimuru. I think we'll get to see more of the back end stuff, but big momentous things I don't think we're gonna get this season yet. I think that'll be a next season thing where we get like that next villain, that next arch, that next thing that comes. So anyways, episode 19 though I thought was a good episode. Just understanding it's not for everybody. It's very slower paced. It's very just setting up. It's very monotonous. It's very much setting up like, okay, here's the festival. Here's our arena. Here's the dungeon. Here's the this. Here's the that. It's very much setting up these things that are coming. It's not necessarily saying like, okay, boom, 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 boom. So anyways, episode 19 though was really good. I definitely enjoyed it. I think the highlight was definitely Shuna for me this episode. And I definitely really enjoyed Rimuru's speech this episode as well too. Oh, and I guess, seeing everybody, including like Milim and them, seeing everybody in their dresses, in their cocktail dresses, was definitely a really fun moment, really, really cute fan service this episode as well. So I'll leave you guys on those thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you, my friends, next week for episode number 20. All right, peace.